You're listening to the Pepper and Me podcast, Around the Dinner Table with Cheire, Cam and Lorne, where we chat all things food and business.
All right, welcome to Around the Dinner Table with Pepper and Me. My name is Lorne.
My name's Cam.
And today we have a very special guest on our show. This person has probably got like the most internal self-reflection that I've ever seen, because at a very early age she learned that no one would like her for her personality, so she turned to cooking instead. It's Cheire Metcalf.
Hey, good to have you on the show. Another great intro from you, Lorne.
I thought you were going to say no one would like me for my personality, so that's why I made sure I always look so good.
Oh, if only that was true.
I was like, where are we going with this?
No one can say no to good food.
No, that's true actually. It's worked.
Yep.
I've got lots of friends.
And you feed them lots.
I feed them, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like you with your broil king. You got no one to cook for.
Cook lots of food for myself, but I don't have
tools,
friends.
all the tools.
All the gear and no idea. Too good. That's okay.
Poor Lorne.
Oh, I'll take it.
Don't worry, mate. I'm on the lonely island with you as well.
That's
Yeah.
It's okay. All right. What's been on your plate this week, Cheire?
So I actually really had to think about this because I feel like I haven't eaten much in the last week, but I've been having.
Too stressed.
I don't know. I've just been all over the place, but I've been having every morning 2 fried eggs, fried in fish oil on toast, and I've gone off I'm usually always scrambled egg, right? Like I'm scrambled egg for life. And then I just kind of moved to poached, and this week I've just been completely consumed by fried eggs.
Interesting.
Which is really random for me. So I'm just rolling with it. I've been making pepper fried eggs and kip fried eggs. It takes less time to make fried egg on toast than it does
Scrambled or
anything. It's so easy. We've been having it for breakfast every morning, and I'm quite enjoying it. With the fish oil, it is like my new favourite obsession. So that's been on my plate this week.
Nice.
And then my other notable thing, I went to 2 Mile Bay on the weekend, which is the sailing club in Lake Taupo. And it's the most beautiful bar on the waterfront. And the kids can go and play in the lake. And it's just amazing. Like, the best setup. I think it's one of the most beautiful places in New Zealand to sit and have a drink. But they don't do any other food apart from pizza.
Right.
So wood fire pizza, they don't even do fries.
Right.
And this is really controversial. Like, why would you not do a bowl of fries? You have play equipment for the kids in the water. You have made it dog friendly. Like, give people a bowl of fries. You're going to make so much money. It costs you like 50 cents to make it, and you can sell it for $10. So you can only buy a pizza, and the pizzas sit around $30. And I think that's outrageous.
But they've obviously got it on lock because they don't do anything else.
I
so
know,
you have
they've
to
got
buy
it
a
on
pizza.
lock. I know, you have to buy a pizza. And they're small, and they don't have they're nice, they're yum, but they're not like a really good pizza. It's like a basic shaved ham, tin pineapple kind of situation. It's small.
So they're just getting you drinking and making you buy food.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Some
Did
menus.
you buy some pizza?
You have to, because you want to sit there all day. You definitely want to park up and sit there for 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, absolutely works. So
what's the problem?
Smart business.
You're just angry that
You've got it sussed.
Well, I just think it's a topic worth discussing. I always discuss it with
true.
multiple people.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, come on, guys.
Is it the classic, we need to serve, we want to just serve alcohol, we need to serve some kind of food.
But it's not like wood-fired pizza's simple. You're lighting blooming wood, you have to tend to the fire all day.
Do you reckon it's like a Rita situation where the food's done by someone else?
No, I don't think so.
No, because you can see the wood fire at the front.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, but like some other guy comes in and does it. So like the 2 Mile Bay only does the bar, and some other guy's like, I'll serve food for you, and I'll just take the food cart.
They do have like an ice cream cart out the front, which may be a situation like that. But I just think they should do a bowl of fries, and that's. I might start a petition.
Is that because your kids don't eat pizza?
I had to because I was starving. Otherwise, you should have seen Kit absolutely kicked off because they didn't have Bundaberg ginger beer. They only had Phoenix ginger beer. And so he went and sat on the steps.
Smart kid.
And oh boy, did he kick off. Like, he was stomping around, like, furious. And then so I went and got him a Coke Zero because it was just one of those moments when I wasn't going to have a battle with him. I went and got him a Coke Zero, and he drank that, and then he drank the ginger beer, and then he was out the gate. He was so hyped up. He was dancing around 2 Mile Bay.
Yeah.
In his defence, though, there is a massive difference between those two ginger beers.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bundaberg
Bundaberg all
one's way
day.
better.
I'd probably kick off as well if somebody bought me a Phoenix. So
Phoenix.
Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm going to start a petition to 2 Mile Bay. They need to have French fries and bring back
Bundaberg.
the Bundaberg ginger beer because I've been promising him it all day. He wanted to go to the AC bars and I didn't want to go to the AC bars. I wanted to go to 2 Mile Bay. So I said, well, hey, I'll get you a ginger beer at the pub, and that's his favourite thing. So
Nice.
that didn't go well.
An acquired taste.
Yeah.
Good from him.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I had a discovery just yesterday actually. Went to go get the normal like spiral pasta for a pesto pasta and found that everywhere was out of stock. Well, Pack and Save was out of stock of the normal stuff, and so there was this fancy looking stuff called Balducci number 55, and I swear it is the same pasta that they use in those little like Alfredo packets, and it just took me back to like being a teenager having Alfredo after school every day.
What was it called? Snacks.
Yeah, just those like single serve Alfredos that you put
it
and you just put
and
in the
you put
microwave.
milk and
That's
water
got
and
me
a
through
teaspoon of
university.
margarine.
And you just put it in the
and you put it
microwave.
in the microwave.
You add butter though as a little secret
Yes.
top up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used
So,
to eat those all the time.
All the time.
I'm just trying to remember what it's called. It was called something snack.
Bake.
Just like a pasta snack or
snack. Yeah,
something.
it was a pasta
probably.
snack,
And it was
yeah.
Alfredo. It was just Alfredo. I'm pretty sure we only ever got Alfredo, but the little spiral pastas were like just exactly the same shape, and it's so weird to explain the difference between one spiral pasta and another spiral pasta. Anyway, go out. Balducci number 55. They look fancy in a green packet. Go cook some, and tell me if it takes you back to those
Does it
little
take you
snacks.
back? Was it
Honestly,
good?
it was good.
Was it real nice? I can imagine it would be nice. Just it's got a nice mouthfeel. Those little pastas.
They do.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, some of them fall apart because they're like, anyway, that's
I kind
me.
of want a pasta snack now.
Is it Alfredo or Alfredo?
Oh, Alfredo. Totally Alfredo.
Mexican Fredo Frog, eh?
Oh, do you know what?
Alfredo frog pasta.
I do.
Alfredo.
Yeah, that's a good little character, eh?
Just a Fredo frog
Yeah.
pasta.
How good's that?
This is really interesting because I had a discussion. I also went to Lone Star for dinner on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I know. So I wasn't going to mention it because I wouldn't usually tell anyone that. But it was my uncle's 70th birthday, and like, you know, I'm not going to kick off about it, am I? Like, I did.
Like your
I
son.
did.
Did you order a Bundaberg?
So we had a set menu, and we all kind of had the same discussion about, you know, like, has the food at Lone Star gone drastically downhill, or have our standards of food risen drastically
Ooh,
high?
I like that.
And it's the same kind of thing with the pasta snack. Like, if we had a pasta snack now, we'd be horrified. I'm quite sure. Even though the thought in my head right now is like, ooh,
Delicious.
I think we would be like, oh, wow, that's disturbing.
My
that we
body
ate
would
that.
reject it.
Yeah. So Lone Star, because like we used to go there for family occasions often to Lone Star.
I have a good memory about Lone Star, actually.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
never disliked it. It was always massive portions. Like, they're known for a massive portion. And
you get like a
used
whole
to-
sack of potatoes
I
on the
guess-
bottom of any dish.
yeah, I guess you used to love it, and now it just breaks my heart to see every single person's plate being returned half full to the kitchen. Like, quality versus quantity
Right.
on that. You know, you used to be like, wow, look at this massive dish, how good. And now I'm like, what an absolute waste of food. And I don't like it, yeah.
Everyone that I talk to that still goes there just for the ribs.
Yeah, well, I used to
I
get the ribs
should have.
every
I should have
time.
got the ribs. That would have been the smart thing to do. I just couldn't be bothered with the admin.
But the last 2 times I've had the ribs, they were still cold in the middle because they obviously like
They
pre-cooked
just
them and then deep
chuck
fry
them in
or
the
something.
deep fryer.
And they were still cold. So
I had the vegetarian burrito. I didn't realize it was vegetarian, and then I got it, and everyone looked at me, and I looked real disappointed. But it was because it was. I was like, oh, I quite like chicken and beans and salsa and sour cream, and
Yep.
but it was pretty bad. But
maybe
know.
your standards are just high.
yeah, but then like Mum got the Johnny Cash dash, and that's the classic chicken with the spinach, sunflower, tomato, mushroom kind of sauce. And I think it's crumbed.
Yeah, yep.
And it was all right. Yeah, that was probably a more sensible thing to order. But yeah, interesting experience. I was really like, wow.
Yep.
Do you know what the other thing was notable? The service was horrific.
Oh.
And that actually kills any dining experience. Like, they just did not care about anything. So
So was this a full seated 70th, was it?
yeah, it was
okay.
a dinner.
Yeah, you need to pick your game up for that, eh?
Well, do you? Or is that what you get when you go to the Lone Star and my expectations are too high?
Should we go to Cobb and Co and compare?
Yeah,
Valentine's.
maybe.
Oh,
We've talked about how much we love a buffet.
yeah, I know. Actually, I've got memories of Valentine's with my auntie to stop me sucking my thumb when I was like 8, I think it was.
She'd bribe you and say we can
Yeah,
go to Valentine's.
she was like, "We'll go to Valentine's," and she
Wow.
stopped instantly. Yeah.
Nice.
Pippa listened to the podcast yesterday because I played it back before we posted it, and she heard me talking about cancelling buffets. Oh, they were not happy. They were not happy.
She kick off.
Yeah, she kicked off. She kicked right off. Yeah. And she imitated me and she's like, this is what you sound like. Blah, blah, blah. I hate buffets.
Sassy one.
So, yeah, good review
That's
from
good.
Pippa on that.
That's good.
Oh,
5 stars.
nice. Yeah, well, last week we went out for dinner for Shrew's birthday. Went to Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think the food there is phenomenal. I really rate the
Yep.
food there. Stand out to me is the cured tuna. I really love it, eh?
Yep.
It's all fresh tuna with coriander. There's fish roe and what's the
It's real nice
It's on a
stuff,
bed
They
of,
have like pineapple in it.
it's on a bed of rice.
Yeah. And they serve it with a crisp
Apple.
tortilla apple, that's it.
Coconut,
There you go,
coconut and
yeah.
apple. And they've got like the real basic sauce. I can never say the name. It's like a Najim.
Nanjum, yeah. So that's a mix of sugar, lime juice, chili, and fish sauce.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's a balance of those
So
4
nice.
things. It's really simple, but you have to do it by taste because you're basically balancing the
acidity
sweet,
and
the
the salt, the
acidity, the
lime.
spice, and the salt from the fish sauce. So it's quite like, I think it's, nanjum, yeah.
Well, they're doing it right.
Yeah.
it's actually such a nice dish.
It's actually a standout dish there, and their prawn toast.
Yeah, the prawn toast is really good.
2 of the best dishes in town, for sure.
Because they've got that on a turmeric sourdough as well, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
So yum.
that's pretty phenomenal.
That dish is really left field, that prawn toast. Like, it's got like a cheesy sauce on it, which is so rogue,
Yeah, right.
and then a sriracha on top, but it just works. It is just one of those things that just works.
Because this traditional prawn toast, like you make like a batter and then you crumb it in like almost cornflake.
No, you basically blend the prawns
Yeah.
into a paste, and then you spread that on
Toast.
white bread,
Right,
and
yeah.
then you fry it. Sesame
Okay,
seeds,
yeah.
and then you fry it. Yeah. Like
Oh,
deep fry
okay.
it.
Because
That's
I've seen like recipes where they'll use some kind of like not a crumb but like a cornflake.
like
They
a
weren't,
rice.
they weren't using
yeah.
Cruskits.
Yeah, no, that's just me.
All right.
But yeah, no, and yeah, so I highly recommend Lantern. Like it's actually phenomenal.
Talking about crumbing chicken, this kind of moves straight on to the food trend that I saw going around on TikTok. I saw it up on TikTok, and it's you get a packet of meagering noodles, right? You pour out all of the sauce of the meagering noodles.
Yep.
You put your chicken breast all through it, so it like coats it, and then you crunch up all of the noodles, and you like crumb it with the noodles, and then you like shallow fry it, and so you end up with like a meagering noodle crusted chicken breast. And that was also one of those things that I was like,
Interesting.
I almost want to try that.
Yeah, that'd be worth a try. That's interesting. Why not?
But yeah, that's my food trend of the week. I don't know if we just want to like segue nicely into that or not. It was pretty smooth.
Yeah, very
Yeah, that was actually
smooth
close,
transition.
The least planned podcast yet, and we're running real nicely.
Do you know David Chang? He's one of my favourite chefs. He's a New York chef. He's actually he's good. Eh?
He's funny, man.
He's completely wild. Like
Yeah.
he's out the gate.
Ugly Delicious. That's his.
Ugly Delicious
Yeah,
is him, yeah. But he's got a couple of books out, and he's started and shut down many restaurants, from like ultimate fine dining, 13-seat restaurants, to his like noodle bar,
Right.
which everyone goes to the noodle bar and stuff like that. And then he's done like Momofuku Sam, which is kind of like wraps, but they do it. It's like Asian style, like it would be like pita pit, but like
Yeah.
Asian style wraps. He's Korean and he trained in Japan. But he basically started selling chili oil and packet ramen.
Right.
So he's now targeting like
Yep.
supermarkets with
Yep.
this stuff.
Yep.
And he's doing videos with his packet ramen
Yep.
on Instagram. So very interesting that ties
Clever.
into that trend, because I think that packet ramen could very much,
Well, if we're going into a recession, everyone's looking for budget ideas for stuff.
on the
so
packet ramen. Yeah, I guess there's nothing
for
wrong with
me,
it.
packet
I
ramen.
hope they can bring in some like this pretty. Like someone, there's a lot of rubbish with ramen, you know, like
Right, all the
multiple
plastic.
sauces and things like that. I wonder if there's a
true.
way that they can.
Cam's thinking about the environment.
Yeah, you know, like if we can think about that as well,
True.
that'd be a cool way to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, interesting. I guess when I think of a packet noodle, I think of a 2-minute noodle, and I instantly put that thought in the bin. But there's nothing wrong with a dried ramen noodle. There's
No.
just if you put a poached egg and some bok choy on it, you're
take the flavours out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, or like a lot of people I see on like cooking,
Yeah.
just even quick reels, like a lot of people will just use the dried noodles as
Yeah.
like noodles, you know?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Fish noodles.
that wasn't my trend, but
What was your trend?
my trend was butter candles. Have you seen?
Oh no!
No.
Really?
Well,
Are we cancelling this?
yes, absolutely.
Okay,
It's
good.
horrific. I just kind of saw that.
What is it?
So that you basically make a candle out of butter and then melt it.
And then you light the
dip
candle
your
and
bread in
it melts the butter, and then you just dip your bread into it as it's
This is
going around.
horrific.
I know.
It
It's
is.
actually horrific. And I saw it. I thought no one's going to do that. Like, that's just not even worth mentioning. And
we
then
do
no, we had dinner with my cousin on Friday, and she's like, I made the butter candle. I was like, stop it. Yeah, so Jess made it. She said it was horrific, just to confirm.
Crack up.
Yeah, do not do the butter candle.
So funny.
That is the worst trend I've ever seen in my life.
Cold.
My trend is, Ella actually put me onto this because she knows I love pancakes, is making pancake mixture and putting it in ice cubes and
the
freezing
freezer.
it. Yeah,
What?
and then you pop them out and cook them.
No way.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes, you'd like that, Lorne.
But and
So
then you
instead
just
of your
chuck a
bloody-
cube onto the thing.
Yeah, on a low heat, like a very low
And
heat.
it just
it's
slowly
cooks.
melts
Melts
down
and
and
cooks.
cooks.
And you can put like berries or chocolate on your top of the ice cubes.
Perfect proportion.
Yeah. So you can
I've
just
got
pop
big
out
ice
the
cube
three.
things as well, so you could do like decent size.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
chunky
sweet.
boys.
Little mini ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're in like those 6 square ice cubes.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
what I saw.
Okay. That's new. Might have to try that.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea actually.
It probably is because you can just make a massive batch and then pop 3 out.
Yep.
Reality is they'll probably stick to the whole bloody thing anyway.
Anyway, follower of the week or follow of the week. What do we got on here? Who should we be looking out for?
I've got a good one, I reckon. Uncle Roger.
Oh yes, talking about meagering noodles and ramen.
Oh my
get
god, that guy's
roasted.
hilarious.
He's
He's
good, eh?
great, eh?
Oh no, what does he say? He's like going through it. Oh no, not the rice.
Yeah. When he wrote like reviews other people's cooking. and
Yeah, like
shares
Gordon
and
Ramsay
shares.
doing
Yeah.
fried rice and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like, no.
The best one's when Jamie Oliver pours he's like a cup of rice into the rice cooker, and Uncle Roger's like, he's like, 1 cup for 4 people, 7 grains each. It's so funny, man.
Yeah, he's good.
He's onto it.
And he loves the MSG. He
Yep.
loves it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's entertaining actually.
Nice.
When I was at Fatboy Slim concert, I met this guy. We were drinking with my friend Jessie, and we met this guy, and Jessie's like, "Oh, wait till you meet Daddy," and I was like, "Who's Daddy?" Then I met Daddy, and
Who's Daddy?
Yeah, don't ask him.
so it's not food related at all. But Samson Guards, SAMSONGARDZ. If you'd enjoy a nice little, he sings on TikTok.
Okay.
Sometimes has his shirt off, and you can call him Daddy.
Shout out again to the pulling corner. Right?
Told you it was a slow news week. Also David Chang, if you want some food content. David Chang and all of David Chang's restaurants are always good. David Chang, you know what? The best thing about him is he's so unpretentious. Like, he doesn't care about rules. He doesn't care about cooking food in the microwave. He doesn't care about what any other chef would say not to do.
Right.
He's like, if it tastes good, I'm going to do it. He kind of breaks down barriers, which is always an interesting watch, because I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh, don't do that. But,
Then it works.
you know, each to their own.
Yep. Yep.
You know, why not? Whatever.
Nice.
Good follow. He's a good follow.
Awesome. I've got one here. It's probably not super. Well, he is food related. It's the controversial Kiwi.
Oh, yes.
He's on TikTok. He's probably on Instagram and all of those other things as well. But whenever he's one of those ones that I watch his whole videos as well. I come across his videos, and they're always really interesting. he started off, I guess, by doing what, like, price reviews of, like, supermarkets and stuff. Do you remember that, Shrew? Because he started this page back in lockdown. And so he was really, like, budget-friendly, being like, you know, what can you get for $20? Can you feed, a family of 6 for $10 and all of that sort of stuff. A little bit controversial with some stuff, but a really good follow.
Yeah, he's actually a really good follow. Yeah, always interesting content on there.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. That's our
I'll check them out. I never
bits
heard of
there.
them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a subject to talk about today, but I just asked on Instagram if there was any questions you wanted to come through. And there's actually 3 people who've asked the same question, which is an interesting one. Do you have any say over your supplier prices for Pepper and Me products?
Ah,
Isn't that an interesting discussion point?
that is.
Okay, so we have firstly no say over what people charge for Pepper and Me. You're not allowed to price fix. That's illegal. So we can give our retailers a suggested
Recommended.
retail price. It is then up to them to determine what margin they need to get from our products to pay all of their bills. And this has been a really interesting one from the get-go when we started selling, because we're making a product and selling it, and then we're now wholesaling it to them. But they want to be able to make as much money off it as they can, so it makes sense for them to put it up a couple of dollars if they want to. But certainly people take it and put it through the roof, and then we get the feedback, not the shop. So we'll get complaints a lot of the time, like, how can they sell it for that? Why are they charging that? And it looks bad for us, but it's really nothing to do with us.
It's just what they pick, you know.
Yeah.
And you'll have some places that are more highly sort of governed will have a number that they have to meet. So they have to make a 40% margin. So it doesn't matter what your retail price is. They'll just take whatever the buy-in price and make sure it's, you know, they're making enough margin. And then you might get the little boutique stores that are actually happy to sell some of the lower margin products because they know the brand and they know us and they know that selling them in line with our prices is better for the whole sort of brand and experience for the customer.
Isn't it interesting though, because I often wonder what people, because I've had to learn all this as we've gone along. It's certainly not something I would have known anything about pre having a business. But I always thought that supermarkets would want the most margin, and in general they don't. They only need a 10 to 15% margin on products because they're selling so much volume. Yep. So every trolley of groceries that you put through, they might be making 15% out of that trolley. Whereas, say, Faro, for example, wants 40%.
Yeah, because they're selling lower cart value kind of things.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Little comparison, and then people will be anywhere in between there. Some people won't touch anything unless it's 50%. They can make 50% on it. But yeah,
interesting question though.
It is an interesting question, and it goes really back and forward with suppliers as to we are here to try and help them make money, and they're there, I guess, to try and help us make money. Yeah. So it's an interesting relationship that we've been sort of stumbling through recently, and one problem that we've been having quite a lot lately is our stockists who, we're trying to grow, so we have new stockists come to us daily, and we'll say, yep, you give them the range, and then other stockists down the road saying, hey, that's not cool. That's not cool. This is my, I'm not going to sell it now. And being upset about it, and then we're really in a bit of a conundrum about that because we want to support our loyal stockists, like, all the time and give them whatever they
But then
need.
How are we supposed to grow if we have to turn people away to support other people?
That's exactly right. And it's growth. It's simply growth. It's brand exposure. A lot of people who might go to the supermarkets are often not going to pop into the gift store at the same time.
Yep.
So for us, it's about balancing, making sure we've covered enough ground while also still trying to be aware of that.
Yeah. Interesting chat and cool question though.
It is a good question. Shall I see if there's any other ones? Biggest. Oh, do you still own Cane and Abel? Yes, we do. We just don't have time to do anything with it.
Coming very soon though.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm actually talking to them. Talking to our supplier about some new knives. Haven't even told you.
Yeah, we love Cane and Abel. We think it's a great business. I absolutely love it. It's just literally the time to put. Campbell's set up the marketing So everything we do for K-Enable is quite polished and precise. So it's a lot harder for anyone to just chuck a post up or like jump on stories or
Yes. Yep.
because it's so pristine. It's such a pristine brand. But yep, K-Enable is us. Let's see what colour Crocs do you want?
Oh, I'd love a pair of Crocs.
Are you
Yeah,
are you on the Croc train?
I will happily get some.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on the
I'm
Croc
size.
train.
I'm US 11 if someone's sending us some.
So when I'm on those rubber boot, I'm one of those
Oh.
guys. But when growing up, I had a pair,
Yep.
and I got ripped to shreds by a few friends when I was younger because I
Talking-
wore
talk-
Crocs on the lifestyle block. It
Nice.
was,
I was
but
about to say, talking about shoe chat just this weekend, I felt like a real grown up because I went and bought my first pair of gumboots.
Did you?
oh,
I
whoa.
now own gumboots.
Do you?
Red bands or?
Yep, red bands.
Oh.
Did you get Able some?
No, oh, we got him some new ones, some new Cry Wolf ones to match every other kid at kindy.
Is that a pretty popular brand? Is it?
Yeah, and is it Cry Wolf the same? The sandals as well.
Maybe
that
we
everyone's got at the moment.
Maybe we should just start a new shoe trend.
We could. Yeah.
Should we just start wearing gumboots?
I just want we just need to get Croc gibbets with like
Super Me?
Super Me logo on them or something. That'd be pretty.
It'd actually be
hilarious.
pretty cool.
All right.
Okay. If you were forced to eat McDonald's or KFC, what would your order be?
I'm McDonald's and I get the Texas barbecue something or a double quarter pounder.
Lord knows.
I know.
McDonald's inside out.
Yep. KFC, I'm Wicked Wings and a Zinger Burger,
What's a
not the normal chicken.
What's a Wicked Wing? Has it got bone in it?
Yep. But it's the little what would you call it? The little
Small one.
and they're spicy.
Okay.
Less admin than the like big chunks.
So was it like forever or is it just one time?
No, just what's your order?
What would you order?
Oh, okay.
If for you have to be hungover. You are hungover.
Yeah.
You are severely hungover.
It would take a bit. I'd probably I couldn't tell you. I reckon KFC's better than McDonald's, personal opinion.
Okay.
And I'd probably get, well, it's actually hard because I quite like the chocolate ice cream milkshakes.
Yeah, you love milkshakes.
Oh.
Yeah, those are pretty mean, and that's definitely from McDonald's
Yep.
because KFC drops the ball when it
Yeah,
comes
no,
to
they're
their
no
drink
good at
menu,
KFC.
For that reason, I'll probably go McDonald's, get the chocolate milkshake, probably extra large if that's possible.
I have heard you try to order a veggie burger before at McDonald's, and it was the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. Firstly, you stop for a chat, and you're like, "Oh, hey, how are you going? How's your day been?" And
This is the drive-through, eh?
then you have no idea what you want, so you like while you're at the window, like staring, like going through the menu, and you
Indecisive.
ask
It's
for
the
something
worst
that they
thing
don't.
ever.
You ask for the one that they do at the different place. What's the vegan burger that they do? Like
Impossible burger.
Impossible. You ask
Yeah.
for an Impossible burger, and they're like, she's like, we don't do that. But I think if you'd asked for a veggie burger, you might have got one.
All right.
I wasn't going to interrupt because
I was flustered.
so flustered.
What were you hitting on this chick at the register or something?
He was.
No, it was a
in the
drive-thru.
It was a drive-through.
Yeah.
just
Oh, so
didn't
you're
know
just
what he-
talking to the speaker box and you're
Yeah.
flustered.
He was just
My
so
parents
flustered
taught me
because he
manners, you know.
didn't understand how to order at the drive-thru.
What did I end up getting? It was like a bagel burger
You definitely
thing.
got a milkshake thing.
And like a
Oh, did you get like a
bagel.
BLT?
I got
from,
an
like,
egg and
Oh,
there was a sausage patty or something on there. It got demolished, I'll be honest.
Yeah, we were rough that day though. I think I ate one French fry.
Yeah, you looked at it and you're like, nah.
I don't know how people eat or drink creamy things like you put away the most creamy sweet things when you're hungover, and it couldn't, like, for me that is the worst ever thing you could eat when you're hungover, like a sweet creamy thing.
Yeah, nah, it's very true. You don't touch a thing though half the time when you're hungover. You might occasionally get back up in the afternoon.
Like in the afternoon, I'll have something in the afternoon. Yeah,
Sometimes you crave eggs.
yeah, I do like an egg. Yeah, if we're going out for breakfast, I'll have an egg.
What's your McDonald's order?
Yeah, I'd probably go McDonald's. I don't think I'd go KFC. I used to go a Big Mac combo, Coke Zero, and now I go McChicken combo, Coke Zero, and with cheese on the burger.
Ah, yep.
Yeah, I learned that from Rochelle. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
What's the dig at the fillet of fish burger? Like everyone gives it shit. Is there a dig at it or is it?
I think it's probably just yuck.
It's just like the Crocs of the McDonald's world.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's like, that is not a cool thing to order.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Pepper and Me. Is your cooking bland and boring? Why not spice up your life with Pepper and Me's salts, sauces, rubs, crumbs and sprinkles? Head to pepperandme.co.nz now and use code SHREESUCKS to get 10% off your order. That's pepperandme.co.nz and code SHREESUCKS, CHERIESUCKS, for 10% off your order.
I'm glad that you know how to spell my name.
That's well played.
All right.
All right, I'll make that into an ad, eh?
Okay, anyone got any dirty dishes for the week?
I'm boring. Not
Yep.
this week.
We know that.
Thanks.
Can you make more effort next week?
Well, okay, hold on. Okay, this isn't really a dirty dishes, but I have to admit that I've got tickets to Ed Sheeran and the Monster Trucks, and I actually don't know which one we're more excited for.
Is that so? 2 events this weekend?
Not this weekend. The Ed Sheeran's this weekend, and then the Monster Trucks are next weekend.
Wouldn't want to overdo it.
No, I couldn't do 2 events in 1 week.
Oh, that's good. Enjoy Ed Sheeran. He'll be good.
Your list is good.
I went to Fat Boy Slim. What's it?
Those are clean dishes.
Like a rogue. Oh, I wasn't a clean dish on that night. I was not a clean dish. I had such a good
Did
night.
Shazza come out?
I don't know what. I think it's because I didn't drink all last month, right? And then I had a glass, first glass of Prosecco, walked into my birthday dinner, and 20 of my favourite people on the planet just sitting there, and I had 1 glass of Prosecco, and I was like, right,
Written off.
we're on. This is dangerous. I didn't even think I ate anything. I was just so excited to see everyone.
You had the look in your eye too.
I did.
Yeah.
It instantly gave me the glint in my eye. And then we went to karaoke, and I just absolutely killed it at karaoke. And I've always gone, but I've never had the balls to do it. I always have a few drinks, but I don't know. I was just.
What was your song? What was your song of
Had to be
choice?
Elton.
I started with Elton. I guess that's why they call it the blues, and nailed that. And then I did Mr. Big to Be With You.
Right.
Do you know that song?
No.
Everyone says I don't know it, but then you know it when it starts
How
playing.
does it go?
I'm
Yeah.
the one who
Oh,
wants
right,
to
okay.
be with
Nice.
you. Yeah.
Yes,
And you do
okay.
deep it. Yeah. And apparently, actually, the star of that karaoke was my dancing. George was like, you don't actually need to dance when you're doing the karaoke.
What?
I know.
Stop it.
I was on one. I had such a good night, and I couldn't get a babysitter, so I made Lorne babysit the kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll be home at 10.
Yeah, true. I'll be home.
I was not home at 10. I actually tried to leave multiple times.
Yeah.
I just-
Yeah, rubber arm.
Yeah, rubber arm. I was having too much fun. Too much fun. The karaoke closed at 10. Just escalated. Anyway, I've also got a $200 fine for having no rego. And I've had no rego for 4 months.
Yeah, right.
And no one told me, and I didn't know.
Yeah, it was funny actually the other day.
Yeah.
Those are pretty
All
good
that
dirty
funny.
dishes.
Yeah. I think that was all. Fat Boy Slim was such a good concert. I didn't even really know who he is. Kat was like, should we go? And I'm like, yeah, all right. Mum was like, I'll babysit. I'm like, perfect. We're off to Fat Boy Slim. But it was such a good gig. Really enjoyed it. I quite like the outdoor ones. It's not too
Claustrophobic.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, they're good,
yeah,
eh? Yeah.
And it didn't rain. Had a nice swim in the lake. That was beautiful.
And
Way to finish off the week.
Mature crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Such a difference. Everyone was kind of my age. But quite varied, but good, just good, no pushing, shoving, and, just nice. Good crowd.
Nice.
You got any dirty dishes, Cam?
I had a bit of a few. We went out for dinner on Friday and ended up having a few beers, and then I woke up on Saturday with a pretty sore neck, eh? Yeah, and then I was talking to Tom, my flatmate, because it was his leaving thing.
Right.
He's out of town, so he said, "Yeah, do you remember iguana wrestling last night?"
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Lorne, have you seen it? Iguana wrestling?
I think I've seen like a 5-second clip on a Close Friends at some point of iguana wrestling.
It's so good. It's probably my favourite men's sport.
It is actually. It's a sport, eh?
Especially your friends, because they take their clothes off.
It's
Not just the shirts. Usually the shirts come
Conditioned.
off, but you guys get naked.
We weren't naked. The tops did go off, but yeah, we were definitely so.
Explain it for those,
Well, okay, so you take your belt out of your drawers, out of your pants, and then you tie it around your best friend's head.
Right.
You initiate the competition with a kiss,
Oh, very, very,
and then
very
it's
smart.
And it's the first one to pull the other person via the back of their head
Yep.
and the belt over
a line. So it's like
imaginary,
a tug of war.
dictated by the crowd.
Right.
So the belt doesn't go around your neck; it's literally around the top of your head.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
like over
so
here.
it just sits there, and you got to pull back while not letting the belt.
But you're on all fours.
Oh, okay. So you're not you're on the ground.
Yeah, and they look
Like
like
an iguana.
They look like iguanas.
Honestly, it's probably up there with. I reckon it's probably the most popular sport in the world.
It is fun, the viewer. You should see me. I get so amped. I'm like, just wait till they're real drunk. I'm like, oh, how about some iguana wrestling, boys?
Just throw it out there. Just throw it out there. See if anyone catches.
There was a video of me and Tom doing it on your little birthday reel, I think.
Oh,
Is
was
that
there?
where I've
Yeah,
seen
me
it?
and Tom going.
Oh, little flash, like a 5-second.
Right. That's where I would have
I
seen
have
it
got
then.
some content I could find of the iguana wrestling.
Can I overlay it on the video? It'd be
I
pretty
think so,
hilarious.
yeah.
All right.
So that, it does
It
have
hurts your
like,
neck.
yeah,
Yeah.
you wake up with a pretty bloody sore neck, and you do regret it, but at the time it is a good lot of fun.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice. So back off to the physio to fix your neck then.
Yeah, you know it.
Who were you wrestling with?
Tom Wallace.
Oh, perfect. Oh,
Yeah,
Did you video
and he's
it, or?
really, really good looking, like really gorgeous. You would have loved it.
that's high praise from you.
Yeah, I reckon he's a gorgeous looking human.
Yeah, he is actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I better go check the physio. I love going to the physio. It's actually
Yeah.
awesome.
Why do you love the physio so much, Cam?
We just get along so well.
Just get
you know?
along, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll leave it there, eh? Do you want to sign off, Shree?
Yeah, thank you for listening, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying our podcast. You know where to find us. And yeah, enjoy your discount code Cherie Sucks. Thanks for listening to the Pepper and Me podcast, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the products that we're talking about, you'll find us at pepperandme.co.nz.